Do you feel that you are always running behind? Are you often late for class, work, or social engagements? There are some easy to follow and simple techniques that can be implemented to help you feel more in control of your time and use it wisely. When you have finished this presentation, you should have a better idea of how to identify tools and supplies you can use to improve your time management skills, map out your commitments, organize your commitments into helpful categories, prioritize activities and tasks, create your own time management plan, and implement and update your time management plan. Time management is about making things happen, not having them happen to you. College will challenge you with a series of tasks, weekly assignments, group projects, and exams. Scheduling your time will allow you to balance these tasks and still have time for you. We'll follow each piece one step at a time. Mapping out your current time commitments will give you a sense of where you are right now. Categorizing your time commitments will give you a sense of when you need to or should do things. Prioritizing the activities and events will reduce or remove procrastination and make decisions easier. Organizing your days, weeks, or months will ensure you don't miss anything important and you can be 2 steps ahead. Implementing and updating your plan may be the hardest part, as it takes commitment and follow-through on your part. The best place to start is to identify where you are and what you are already doing in a given day, week, or month. Pay close attention to times when you've missed deadlines or struggled to get things accomplished. Use your syllabus to assist you in planning right from the beginning. Your schedule has commitments that are both fixed and flexible. Fixed means the times are already determined and don't change. Flexible means the times can change. Take a calendar, daily planner, spreadsheet, or piece of paper and jot down your fixed commitments. Fit them into a schedule for the day, week, and month. You should consider things like classes, work schedule, and team, club, or set social commitments. Next are your flexible items. On a separate page, list the things you like to do and need to do in a day, week, or month. Things like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, gym workouts. You may not schedule time for the above activities and only do them between other tasks, but some things might be scheduled, a particular TV show you don't like to miss, or gym time you prefer. Add to your schedule the things you already know the times for and cross them off the list. You will get to the others later on. Where are we so far? You should have 2 things: an electronic or paper version of a calendar that outlines the scheduled commitments you already know about. You should have an electronic or paper list of the other items. Without realizing it, you are already identifying the free periods in your schedule. Take a look. The difference is usually how we fill the free time. We subconsciously prioritize other tasks or events without thinking about it and use up that valuable space. What you have now is a list that shows what has to happen in a day, week, or month. The next step is to group your activities together into categories. This can be helpful in 2 major ways. Are you a morning person? A night owl? When do you like to do things? Studies show that students retain more information from studying if they break it up into blocks to re-energize the mind and body. Additional tips in this area include studying difficult or boring subjects first, using a regular study area, and having minimal visual distractions. If you want to categorize, have a look at this idea. There is no wrong way to do this, but fewer categories are better because it's easier to manage. Some people use color, some use titles, and some use symbols. So far, your schedule is a list of what needs to be done and identifies groups of similar activities. You've also got a list of items still to add. Are a lot of them social? That will be important for the next step, which is prioritize. The bulleted points are things to consider as we finish the plan. Consider breaking up large chunks of time with things you do like to do. It will help stop you from burning out or avoiding it altogether. Enjoying yourself is important, but can lead to procrastination and avoidance of work. Notice that both of the above can reduce your willingness to work. That is why categorizing is so important. This is the most important part of time management because time changes the priority of everything we do. Studying on day one of orientation is the lowest priority. Studying the day before an exam is the highest. Time management is about reacting to that change in advance. Time management is a subjective exercise. You don't need to justify your answers to anyone except yourself. What you value as more important is personal. Your schedule of what needs to be done is grouped and identifies the least and most important tasks, events, and activities. You've also got a list of items still to add and a better idea of which items to add first. Here are some things to consider as we finish the plan. Are there deadlines coming due soon? If so, have you scheduled enough time to complete them? If you have to sacrifice some of the activities, are you comfortable with the choices outlined in your priorities? Can you think of things that will change in the near future that might soon affect the priority of some of your items? We're almost done. The next step is to organize your activities. You'll want to think of things in two ways. Some items might not have even crossed your mind yet. As students, look at your school projects, exam schedule. Most things fall due around the same time. Count back from the due dates and consider adding early activities to get a jump on things. Same goes for personal items, kind of like people who start Christmas shopping in July. Take your schedule and start adding things to it. If you created a rough draft, finalize it so that you can start to use it. Here are some additional tips to consider. You want to start with the high priority items. Remember to break up large blocks of similar tasks. Don't forget that some items are flexible and can be rescheduled. Try to keep blocks of commitments shorter if possible, as this allows you more flexibility. Not every minute of every day needs to be scheduled. And lastly, remember that your schedule is a tool. It doesn't have to be set in stone. Things will come up and things can be changed. Having a plan means you'll be prepared. Using your schedule needs to become a habit. It doesn't need to rule your life, but referring to it will keep you organized. Checking in the morning might be enough. Checking throughout the day might ensure you don't miss anything. Are your priorities still accurate? Did anything new come up? Did you want to add something? Was something canceled? It might take the pressure off if others know when you're busy. Don't just follow the plan because you made one. Make sure it's helping you meet your needs and reach your goals and deadlines. Remembering what to do is next. Use lists to remember. Got some time on the bus? Do something then and free up extra time for later. Go to a movie on a Thursday instead of surfing the net? Maybe. Instead of studying for a final exam? Probably not. Work better before noon? Great. You can switch things around to better meet your needs. It is still possible to enjoy where you are without missing where you need to be. We procrastinate because we don't want to do the task or because we'd rather do it another time. Categorizing helps you choose the best time to do it, and prioritizing shows you when it needs to be done. Power outage, snowstorm, flat tire, all unexpected issues. Your schedule goes out the window, but remember, at least you'll know how to get back on track quicker. Life is about making those decisions. What you choose to sacrifice, you need to take responsibility for. At some point, it still needs to get done. Have a look at some tools that could help you be more organized and aware of your time. Calendars or schedules can assist us by making deadlines and blocking out free and busy time. To-do lists can be beneficial and give us a sense of accomplishment as we mark the items we have done. Leaving yourself a message or sending yourself an email is a good way to keep on top of things. Thank you for viewing our time management video. If you have further questions or would like one-to-one assistance with time management, please contact your mentor.